Shining, 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 shining. Yeah.
Brightly.
All of this winning. Hey, we are here
Sorry
for
we're
the
late.
Ready to Love. Just a little bit, but always on time.
Sometimes you just need a second before you're ready to love. You know, you got to take a second to
You gotta have a moment.
prepare yourself for this
Second, a little
deep
preparation.
conversation that we're going to have.
Amen. Because this is the Ready to Love after discussion. And so I heard it was season 5, and I was under the impression it's season 6. But when I look at, like, for example, Sydney from last season, her bio says Ready to Love season 5. But Frank's says season 4. The internet sees season 5. So last week we said season 6. So today we're gonna go with season 5. I just want to let y'all know that I'm just as confused as the rest of the world. Okay.
I had no idea. I thought this was season 6. I thought last season was 5. Like
I did too. Yeah.
No idea this conspiracy theory was happening.
It's just insane. I don't know what we're gonna do about it. But this is 2 titled Blind Dates.
Ooh, and it sure was blind. Those dates were definitely not expected. What up, B? Good to see you, boo.
What's going on, B? What up? What up? And you said the same thing I said. Like, that shirt is epic. I was like, aloha, Hawaii.
Aloha.
Little Hawaii.
Aloha. Mahalo.
Hey, shaka bra. Okay, so the first thing I had to ask you, because this is the most important question for you, Gus.
Ooh.
If you had a spoken word poetry night, what would be the name of your night?
The fuck? What the fuck?
I had to. I really want to know.
Okay, first of all, let me think of a name.
Yeah. I was like, okay, what would your name be? Let's appease P.O.
Like my name, my poet name?
No, what would the name of the night be?
Oh, yeah, the night would
if you
be...
had a...
Mixing words and cocktails.
Ooh. Risque. Right? I love it.
Mixing words and mixing cocktails.
Oh my God, that's perfect. You might be onto something there.
Right?
Sounds like a good night. I think
it sounds like something you would create, actually. So, like, you were definitely... It sounds like you. I think I basically just read your mind right now and said it out loud in this physical world.
Seriously, that sounds bomb. And I'm all about a quality cocktail and some words and lyrics.
Yeah, you are. I'm more the wine person, and I wasn't quick enough to think about what I would say with wine. Wine and words?
Right. Words and wine?
Words and wine.
Oh, Paul.
I hate him.
Throw that in there for fun. Yeah,
I
just don't
hate
know what's
him.
going on.
I hate him. Just as much as I hate this hair tonight. I hate Paul. I don't usually say that word much. I do to certain people, which I won't say on this platform because they'll get us banned. But I don't hate understand. Paul. Okay, I don't really hate him. I don't know him, so I can't hate him. But he is that person that gets under my skin. That I don't know if it's an old school way that he just hasn't woken the fuck up out of that slumber from the past. But it is obnoxious. He's Corey in 8 years.
He's Corey in 8 years.
100%.
Corey, if you don't want this to be you, make a turn now.
I hope you're watching the show. Not our show, but the show. Because make a U-turn.
A 180.
Full 180.
Let's get it. Yeah.
He consistently talks about how he craves substance and depth, but yet the questions and his poignancy and the way that he actually asks the questions are the complete opposite. There is no room for intimacy in that energetic field he creates when you are one-on-one or in a group setting. The guy is fucking bonkers. You can tell he really bothers me. It really bothers me.
It doesn't make sense. And I'm almost upset with the show. Like, why y'all got this clown on here wasting people's time?
Because they need it. It's TV.
Making Tiffany look bad. Like, making Tiffany look like she's crazy when really it's like, because she was right. At that date,
I'm sorry. Let's go all the way to the end. Let's go all the way to the end to Tiffany.
Yeah.
She was fucking right.
Yeah.
She was accurate. And it's really surprising to me how she just read him for filth and she got sent home. And he's still there. He has to go. He's going next week, obviously.
He has to. Yeah. Or else this thing is rigged. We're watching you.
He's not even that good of TV. He's a good like I understand why they kept him for one more episode just so we could see how annoying he is again and be reminded of it. But after that, it's just it's too much. It's oh.
Poor Tiffany, and she tried. She showed up looking real cute. So
she sure did. She really did.
I know. I like that. So
and I'm proud of her. She didn't bend. She was like, no, you're not going to belittle me. You're not going to come at me with that disgusting situation of which you are. Oh, I'm not ready for love? I'm not?
Come here, give me a hug. She's like, no.
No. Why the fuck would I give you a hug?
Why?
Why would you? What? Do you see all of this?
I've had enough.
You can't touch this.
And even the way he framed it, it was just all bad. He didn't even lead into it. It was a mess.
He is 48 years old.
There
is no excuse. There's no excuse.
That's deep right there. 48. Well, let's take it to the top a little bit now that we have just expressed our grievances. And we'll stick with Tiffany because it started with God bless you.
Thank you.
It started with Tiffany and Wiley. I like the way that they made their little connection and she was kind of having fun and beginning to flirt. I like him because he's youthful. He is young, but I can tell that he likes older women. And I think that that's really cute. Dakia, we got to see more of her personality, which is what we wanted last episode. Like, I like her. But she did slide in on that little moment Tiffany and Wiley were having. I was like, girl, I would have been annoyed.
100%, but I liked it.
It's what needed to happen, but it was so intrusive. And I wanted
TV.
Tiffany to get a moment, to, warm up. And that was kind of like the first connection that she really made besides whatever she did last week. But it was just like, dang, I just sat down with this dude. We getting warm. And you're like, can I sit down? It's like, oh.
You know what? I am going to kind of retract a little bit of what I said.
Oh, about
Tiffany, because I actually do think that she was the right one to go home. There's something about her that is not really ready to love. She's still there's still a little. She's holding on to some baggage that she hasn't let go of. It feels
You're
like
absolutely
she's
correct.
Still healing from something, and maybe that is why she enjoys the light, fluffy conversations and doesn't want to go there. I think with the right person, she probably would go there that actually knows how to communicate and have somebody open up. But her whole, even when she was the cute moment that she had with Wally, there was still just this lack of confidence, kind of, I want to say, or of awareness, or something that just wasn't really dropped in yet. And especially like Assface said, aka Paul, this isn't that process. This process is a sped up process. So we kind of have to dip in quick. And I just don't think she's ready for that.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. And then, I think you said it perfectly, to be honest. She was definitely the right one to go home. I wanted more for her, but you're right. There's just something there that's not ready. And that really came out when she was dealing with the new bomb drop, Cornelius. Mr. Cornbread that wants a little corn muffins. That was cute. I get how it is to be in that space where you don't want to waste time, quote unquote, on somebody who's not in alignment with what you ultimately desire. Like when Cornelius was like, meh, I could do a life partner or a wife. Like wife was still on the table. So I think she could have still, just for the sake of the process, entertained it a little bit because she just didn't know enough about him to just be like, well, I'm looking for a wife. I'm trying to be a wife. That's it. He said either or. So I get the openness can be a little like off-putting. I understand. But I don't think that was a reason to throw a red stop sign at Cornelius.
No, she's still injured. That's what it is. She's still injured and she's trying to control the outcome still to protect herself. And I hope that maybe this experience will be able to shed some light on that aspect of her life. Right. That's just my personal opinion. Like I said, I'll say it every time. I don't know these people. I am not a psychic. I am not a therapist.
It's an observation.
It's just my observation of my crazy fucking mind. So you're welcome.
Right. You know what? I'm not mad at it because it makes perfect sense and we're seeing what it is. So Dakia, I love that we got to see some of her energy. Okay, so Laverne and Ace got chosen for the blind dates. Tommy was on point with that. I think he intentionally, even though he was scanning the room like he was looking for somebody, I'm like, he knew how to pair these two up because the way Laverne and Carmen hit it off, and the way Ace and Cornelius hit it off, that was almost perfection. That was like a
100%.
matchmaker.
I
Yeah.
was like, he knew exactly what he was doing. He saw on their cheat sheets, resumes, whatever, Air Force. Ding, ding, ding. That's all I needed to say. And then I would have put them together for sure. Can we talk about what are the names? I'm forgetting it. Carmen and Laverne.
Cornelius. Oh, Laverne. Carmen and Laverne. Yeah, let's talk about their chemistry was so fun. I loved it.
That's what I put. I put fun.
So
I
fun.
put fun, and I have it like underlined like 6 times.
Yeah.
It was so fun. She's like a Scorpio with like a Gemini rising and an Aries moon.
Ooh,
she's like all of that. I love her wink.
Like, I know she's so self-aware. She's like, look, it's half my face. Like, I'm not sexy. Like, help me here, but I want to be loved. Like,
because she is her questions and her flirtation. I like it. I like that. It's like, I like just an alpha. It's fun. It's enjoyable to watch a secure alpha move with these other men.
Because there's a difference. There's like that toxic alpha. Because sometimes when we think about toxic masculinity and all of these labels,
women can embody that shit too.
And you can see it because it's almost like the nasty part of a woman that rejects the best part of the man and is reflecting this ugly thing that just doesn't work. Carmen's the opposite.
I love her.
She is a solid, present, beautiful alpha. She is what she is. She's a beautiful woman. I love it.
If she managed actors, I would be calling her and be like, you can be my manager.
I need to brand manage me, please.
I like her. She's a boss. She's probably really successful. You can tell that she knows how to talk and handle deals, but she doesn't shut that off from her intimate aspect in life, which is so great and surprising that she's a single mother and she's come to this place. It's like Aisha. She has that Aisha energy where she's just dropped into who she fucking is. She's grown, she's sexy, she does her work, she handles shit, and she knows what she wants, but she's not like,
I'm a boss.
She's like, da 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 da. I loved it. She was such a great addition. She's such a great addition to this thing. And they just were molding and melding and deliciousness. It was so cute. His little like muscular ass, and she's like, let me touch up on there.
Right. Yep. She deals with
hang on.
Right.
Let me make sure.
Two hands.
Hang on. Little. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me get the sides.
Yeah.
It was so good. She did that right. And I like that she's not afraid of.
I was just going to say that. Fearless.
She's not like, oh, no. She's like, let me, okay. Yeah.
I see your thighs. You looking a little, no skinny jeans. I work out too. Is this a competition? Because we can do, like.
I love her.
Legit. Feeling Carmen. We're here for it.
There's definitely a little crazy in there for sure, but crazy likes crazy. So
100%. But Laverne got a little crazy in there. Laverne's nuts. He's showing it. Laverne is showing us. We're going to get to see some Laverne now.
We sure are. And I think they're a very similar kind of, like they said, they're very similar, and especially in the crazy. And not in the way, not in a way that is unhealthy. I think in a really healthy sense where they could move together. Similar.
I have to agree with you because I know exactly what an unhealthy version of that would look like. And they got it. They would go out. They would have fun.
And she would get in his ear and be like, "You acting crazy right now.
Okay? Take it down 2 notches, baby.
Well, you gonna ruin me if you act right. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I was watching. I was like, oh, I love them. B,
she's amazing.
You guys always make my Friday. B, you make our Friday by being with her every single time. We love you.
We love it.
B, who's your favorite this time so far? Who are you enjoying the most so far on this show?
So what were you feeling about Clifton and Joy at the brunch? First of all, I love their energy and chemistry. I feel like they're falling in love.
For sure. I think they already are in love.
I think they're like falling in love. It's like,
I think they fell in love that first moment.
He's changing her chemistry. He's getting to her.
And it's not forced. It's not trauma based. It's effortless. It's like they walked in and they were like, I see you. You see me. This is easy.
Yeah, let's sit down. Let's eat.
It's like that love at first sight kind of. To me, they are the definition of love at first sight. To be determined. Do you like Joy a lot? Yeah.
Yeah, I like Joy a
Ooh.
lot too. She's actually Carmen is different. They're different, but she gives me that same energy of like, okay, first of all, I hate to say this, but just because it's Potomac, she really reminds me of she reminds me of Giselle from Real Housewives
Who
of Potomac.
does?
Joy.
Oh.
It's like
Oh.
they're different, but she just reminds
I
like
see
I
what
wouldn't be
you
surprised
mean.
if yeah, they hung out or something. I don't know. I'm just
I
like Giselle.
see
She
what
gives
you
me
mean. Yeah,
but
but
she's so fun.
like Giselle 2.0.
Yeah, or the more youthful. They're different in personalities and all that, but just something about them. I'm like, this is
I
some
feel you.
Potomac stuff right here.
Did not even catch that. That's a really good observation for sure. They are.
Yeah, yeah. So that kind of cracked me up. But I love Joy's energy. Something at the brunch, though, I was wondering, was she feeling uncomfortable or is Clifton making her nervous? Because I feel like he was being really leaned in by like being up on her and not wanting her to go. But I kind of felt like she was like, are we cutting? Are we wrapping? Like, what are we doing? I felt like she was a little too concerned with production as opposed to being locked in to him. And I wasn't sure why. I didn't know if it was a
Same.
fear thing or like a little nervousness, not in a bad way, but just what was that?
No, I wasn't sure either. But then when she came on and she was like, "Listen, we all want a man who's going to say no. I want more time with you. We're staying here." I mean, yes. If the restaurant is shutting down, he's like, "You're going to stay open
Five
for
more
another hour.
minutes.
I'm going to pay you all accordingly, but I'm not done with this conversation right here."
Ooh.
I just got
Ugh.
chills through my whole body. Like
Me too. I just got a tingle. No, I'm just like, okay,
you're
well,
basically saying to me, you know that this is what you want. And I think that's what
mm.
he's doing. I don't think he's letting any of this time. It is so sexy and delicious the way he's handling that. He said, "No, no, no. We are," and I just don't
That's
think
so
that she
good.
is you. I think she's shook from it in a good way.
Uh-huh. I think she was
She
shook
is
in a
shook.
good way.
And
Yeah.
I feel because she's still a mature woman. So she's not trying to show all her cards, and she's not trying to
Uh-huh.
fall in love. Is what she's like. I'm not falling in love. This isn't the process. This isn't the process. I'm supposed to do that. And I feel like she's like, oh, the fucking shit.
I love him.
Okay,
Like,
I love
let's
him.
just go.
They're so cute together. I
They're really
mean,
cute. I like the way he's handling it too. Not only is he like very, throw her over my shoulder and let's go home, but
yes,
he's
yes,
also doing it right, in the process too of just kind of, yeah, I'm going to go to it, but I like her. Yeah, we had great chemistry. I'm going to talk, I'm going to mingle, but I want her. Like, he keeps taking it back. He said it 2 or 3 times in the episode,
that's
no
what I
matter who he
want.
chit-chatted
That's
with.
what I want. He's that representation of what I want. Someone that knows what
Absolutely.
they want, right?
Yeah, he's lit up over some Joy, and she is super cute and fun, and she can handle saucy conversation too. Because I see Tori tried it.
Yeah, no, I
Tori
think
tried it.
Tori. I'll get to that in a second before I forget what I was going to say. The thing
Yes.
that I really find about Clifton and Joy that I think probably hit home for both of them and why they are falling so fast is they both are the type of people that don't want to sit in one place.
Oh yeah,
They
and I
both
understand
want
that
to
energy.
they both want to move. And a lot of people can be turned off on that, like we witnessed in this episode, where he
Mm-hmm.
was like, "Oh, she don't know what
Scares people.
No, this is just
Yeah,
who I am." And I am
correct.
like that. I'm a nomad in that sense. I like to
Me
be
too.
on the move. I don't want to be
Yes.
tied down to one place. I want to be able to leave when I want to leave. If I want to spend 6 months in Barcelona, I'm going to spend 6 months in Barcelona. If I want to come
Yeah.
back and live in Miami for a year, I want to live in Miami for a year. I'm never going to live in LA again. But
Mm.
my point is like I like that, and to
Freedom,
find somebody
flexibility.
else that enjoys that type of lifestyle is far and few between. And I think when they saw that in each other and everything else was going, how do you not want to just really, really be there?
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's fun. It's fun to watch. I like
I
that. I
love
like that a
it.
lot.
I'm actually obsessed with the season already.
Yeah, I'm kind of this episode gave me like, okay,
Yep.
okay, I see y'all. I wasn't thinking so much about our last crew actually,
No, I actually have moved
which
on.
was
Love them, they're
I've moved
great, but
on. We
like I
did
moved
that.
on.
Yes.
I'm totally here now. And
Correct.
that's not easy to do because
Correct.
I was obsessed with that last crew. Like I
I
was
know, me too.
really
Like I
attached to
wanted to
them.
hang out with them.
Hmm.
Like we're friends.
I think
We're
there's
all
probably a
friends
couple more.
secretly.
Like on that last one, the only guy I want to hang out with was obviously
Dante.
Dante. But like on this one, like I think I would totally love Clifton. Like I think him and I would have so much fun. Like he's just like a good people.
A cool dude.
Cool dude. Actually, I think that's all I have right now. So I don't know. I was going to act like I had more people to say.
Yeah, no, it's all good. That was perfect. I think we actually nailed that. I really think Takia is a lot of fun. So I'm finding myself using the word fun a lot with this group. They're lit. They're not holding back. Takia was like, "Oh, Demetrius, you got BDE." Like, "Oh, girl, you just
I love how forthright and up front that
everybody's
they
lit."
all are. They are
Yeah,
lit.
everybody's lit.
They're having fun. And I think that's the best part is that
I think so
they're in
too.
that real beautiful flow where they're not taking it too serious. Just
Isn't that
enough.
amazing?
Just enough because I think they're just secure with what the fuck they want and they can just move through it then fluidly and move up and down and blah 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 blah, and it doesn't deter them from their destination by being light and having fun. And that's a conversation you and I have a lot, is like how lightness really impacts the way that you move forward, right, toward your life's purpose. And I feel like that lightness is really shown with a lot of these people and it's really enjoyable to watch.
Well, you know where I think that comes from, and it kind of speaks to something that you were talking about last week. Is they're in their 40s.
Yep.
We got a 39, a 37, and a 33 or something like that.
Nope.
But everybody else is in their 40s. So they're settled in. It's like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This is me. Let's go. Hey.
Because even yeah, 100%, because even Joy was like, I would probably go on a date with Tori and miss a kidney, but that's all it would ever be. Like she straight up was like, I'd fuck him, but that's it. And I love that because that's some 40-year-old shit. We don't give a fuck. We're like, this is it. I would enjoy that, but there's going to be nothing else after that. And we're going to fulfill that. That's 40-year-old shit. That is some 40 is like the new 20s. I'm telling you, like,
Oh my
because everyone we
God.
in our 40s, we be looking
That's what my mom
better
tells
than
me.
ever. And we're like, we look better than we looked in our 20s, and we are emotionally and spiritually better than we were in our 20s, but we're having that much fun times 10, you know? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I'm making my way.
You're almost there.
I'm making my way.
June 12th. That's
It's
around the corner. 9th.
69. 69.
That's how bad of a
Get it
friend I
right
am.
now,
I just put that on
69.
fucking whole blast for everyone to know I got that wrong. Why do I think 12 all the time for you? I always do that.
I don't know, because I'm a
12th.
3 baby. I was born at 12:33, which in numerology is still all threes. 6-9 is all threes, but 12 breaks down to 3 as well.
Well, that was very kind
I'm a
of you
3 baby.
to make me not look such like an ass for saying that because it's a 3.
You've only known me 20 years.
That's it. That's it.
Wait, probably more than that. More than 20 years. We're longer than 2 decades.
We just turned 20.
I know, that's crazy.
Our mothers, they gave birth to us.
Talk about it. Nursery,
on beds
nursery.
Right next to each other.
Next to
and
each
then
other.
we've known each other since for 20 years now.
That's what happened. So I love that. And you know where you were talking to about it? I one of the kind of like ideas I've adopted and cling to since I read it is roots down, wings up. And that's what I feel like you're kind of, there's a groundedness, but there's a lightness, a flight, openness. And, you know, flying is very freeing, but the roots are there. So roots down, wings up is a nice way to approach this life and dating.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do I have here? Oh yeah, Takia. I put with her. She was talking about the Wiley eye, because Wiley did give her that little like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, boy, you better flirt. You better flirt.
But
Wiley.
he's one in his 30s, and you can tell because
he's younger.
He puts on still. Like it's like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. It's not like, you know what I mean? He's like, it's extra. It's a little too much. Like he can. I would, for me. Hold on, let me reverse that. That's too much for me because it would feel fake, and I wouldn't be able to trust you. because it's put
I
on.
understand that.
I would
I
be like,
understand that.
is that authentic? Is that real?
Like,
Are you just want to get in these pants? That's all. That's what you working for, right? That's what it is,
right. I can
right?
play. It's playtime. That's a play thing.
You know, it
Yeah.
feels a little put on with him, but he's in his
It
30s.
does give. Yeah, exactly. I think he's 33 at that. I don't even
Oh
think he's
yeah,
like
he's a young.
37,
He's
38. So he's a baby, but
as
in
a
the best way.
man,
Because I'd still
33,
hook up with the 33.
100%. But at 33, he's still a fucking baby. Like yeah, his balls dropped. His balls just dropped. So he's growing up, but he's still putting on like, oh, I'm supposed to give you a look like that, right? No, you're not. You're just supposed to actually like look at me like,
No,
just give me some eyes of like, yeah,
just be here with me. Yeah.
that, come
Right.
on, people.
Right.
But you know what? Those Pumas and Cougars like that shit.
That's what I was. That's why I made that face because I was like, but I'm not mad at a little like, because it just gives a little like, boy,
little
stop, I will
titillation.
bite you. Just a little titillation. Like, don't sauce me. I might be a little with it, just a little bit.
You are
But you
though,
are
but you're
right.
a Puma. You're a Puma.
I'd be liking my guys younger. They be young over here. Young. They just be young. I don't think I've ever dated a guy older than, well, I was engaged to a guy older than me one time in life. And the last person I kind of was seeing was only 1 year older than me. But everybody else was like probably anywhere from 7 to 10 years younger than me. I'm crazy. Maybe that's the problem. Let me see one of these 44s, what they talking about. I have youthful energy.
Yeah. I think you go either way.
I'm willing to go either way, to be honest. Like, as long as, the older guys ain't coming to me like, no, uncle, we good.
Like Paul.
I can't. What will we do? What would Paul and I do? Yeah.
I would go out to the balcony, first of all, so I had some fresh air so that I could chill out a little bit. And then I would just keep inching him closer and closer toward the edge of the balcony. And then I'd be like, oh, look at that. And he'd turn around and I'd push him off.
You hate him.
And then I'd be like, oops.
Sorry.
I'll finish your drink. I would first make sure that the waitress had his credit card too, but
because that's what he deserves. I'm sorry.
I can't. I'm
sorry, not sorry.
I don't think I went in this hard on somebody before, but I just can't.
No, you're not. You ain't messing with him. You mean it, and you mean it.
Nope.
One good thing that Paul did do was remember the drink that Joy liked, and I do think that small little thing got.
No, that's because he's fucking nosy.
Points.
That ain't romantic and cute. He's nosy. That's him being an uncle that is nosy.
Oh my goodness! Fine.
Yes, B. I'm on my savagery tonight with my palm trees. I'm trying because it's balance. If I feel like I'm giving Hawaiian vibes, then I can be an asshole, and that's just balance.
There you go. I'm not mad.
If I was giving like my red shirt or something darker,
you have to be kind.
Yeah, I'd have to be a little nicer. But yes, B. I
love it.
I'm a Scorpio. I can't help it. Nor would I ever want to. Nor would I ever want to.
You can do what you want over here, Bo. Okay, so Dakia and Clifton, they went out. That was cool. I see that they had a little chemistry. They had fun. Clifton agreed that they had fun, but he's still on Joy. And I like that he was able to acknowledge Dakia's beauty and her fun and her charm and all that without, it's fine to be into someone else. He's just feeling someone else more. He's feeling her, but someone else more. They had fun banter. The sex before marriage thing. I guess I can see why they're asking this in this setting because, in the last show it was just like, I'm not doing it till marriage. And it's a thing. It's a conversation. So what did you think about their chemistry and their dating moment?
Well, you know how I feel about the sex before marriage. I love that they were.
I thought about you.
They were like, I need to test drive that car. Absolutely, you do. I need to test drive that vehicle. Yes, you do. And so I love that. I love how openly, like how they can have casual conversation about sexuality and sexual content, and it doesn't feel degrading or gross or ugly or perverted. It is just the way I view sex. It's a matter of fact. It is what we do as humans. And I like that they were both open with that sensuality aspect of themselves. They had really nice energy. It was to me, it's like that energy of that person you meet right before you meet the one.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Where it's like, you are letting me be myself. There's an ease. There's banter's there. The chemistry's there. We could definitely fuck and it'd be good. I'm cursing a lot tonight. I'm sorry. We could definitely have sex and it would be good. Blah, 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 blah. But you're not everything there. But in that process, then it opens you up to being like grounded and like confident and feeling like on your game, and then that next person comes in and you're on your game, and then you see each other and then you're married. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
And I
like
feel
that.
like that's his affirmation for Joy, essentially. I'd be really surprised if Joy and him don't get married. Seriously.
I mean, there's something there. It's really nice. They love each other.
It's really cute.
Clifton and Joy sitting in the tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes the baby in the baby carriage.
That's not
I'll put that on you right now.
That's not all. They're traveling all around the world.
Hey.
That was horrible, but I was just trying to get the travel part in.
It doesn't matter. It's fine. We done put them into travel, marriage, babies, all of that. We sneaking it on y'all.
I like them. They're cute. Who else?
Really
Did we talk about them?
They're super cute.
The other one with Ace and that new guy. What's his name again?
No, so let's talk about that. I like them. I liked them together. We're gonna have to see more of this Cornelius guy. First of all, between Cornelius and Sabrina, y'all couldn't find no new names for the season because you just messing us up. How you gonna have two? Cornelius and Sabrina? You're
but at least
to work.
But see, I can't call this Cornelius corny. So that's good. I'm gonna call him Cornelius.
He gets his name Cornelius.
Yeah, because he's not corny.
Right. He wasn't corny. He was very, again, I like, he's the cornbread. He is cornbread.
He's cornbread.
He's so cornbread.
He's so cornbread.
That's
Sabrina!
Hello. Well, we're talking all that smack.
How was your show?
Really
How was your show tonight?
Double us up.
I know. What is up with that, Sabrina? Like, what's going on? You got another. You got a doppelganger. I mean, you guys are obviously completely different, but
the OG Sabrina.
The OG Sabrines, the soul herself. Sabrina, how are you liking this new season? Are you as entertained and like enraptured in it as we are? Like, we're on the second episode and we're like, how do I love it so much already? Yeah, I can call him Cornelius instead of Corny.
That 2.0. You remember the 2.0?
Oh, what did I say? I forgot already.
No, the other Sabrina is the Sabrina 2.0. She said that. The new and improved.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you hear how I felt about that?
Good. You like it so far. I was able to catch a little bit of, I don't remember what panel it was, but so Sabrina, if I have it, okay. So I remember last episode that you did think Paul was cute. He was just a little crazy. What do you think about this episode, girl? How are we feeling about P.O.?
Oh, Sabrina, you thought he was cute?
I mean, aesthetically, he's a decent looking guy. It's just the way he acts.
His energy,
for me,
I can't get past that shit. I don't like it.
But this new dude, Cornelius, the real estate agent, he was another one that in his bio, he was like, I was the problem before. I own that. I went to therapy, and here we go.
It. That was so grown.
I mean, sometimes you just need to say that.
And it didn't come across as a place of, I'm my 2.0, trying to reassure myself that I am upgraded and grown. He needs to calm down a little. Yes.
Gus hates him.
A little. Sabrina, I don't like him.
He wants to push him off a balcony.
But make sure that he pays for the meal first.
Poor guy. He got to go.
He's next week. He's leaving for sure.
He's got to go.
He's gone next week.
He's taking up space. He's taking up space.
What was it that we were just saying? I forgot.
Yes, I was a problem. I own that. There's a level of accountability that is,
He's not being like, I'm the 2.0 version of myself. He's just being like, and that just goes to the whole 2.0 thing. It's like, you don't have to say that if you're just embodying it and just speaking on it like that. And you can say it if you want, if that makes you feel better about yourself. But I also loved that he was like a millionaire, but $1 million ain't that much money.
He's right.
That's facts.
Yeah.
And I like that he
not to say I don't want $1 million, throw them out, but it's really in reality.
No, it's
like $1,000.
What I'm trying to say too is when he's in that mentality that he has about that $1 million not being that much money is why he's a millionaire. and while he will
Absolutely.
continue to make money, because he's not placing this heavy weight on trying to gain something that is so unobtainable and far-fetched. He's saying it's not that deep, it's not that much money, and that's why he's there.
Right.
And it's a good mindset to have when you're trying to seek out abundance and prosperity in life.
I absolutely agree 1,000,000%. Yes, Sabrina. Yeah, I don't think he was mindful he was going to be on TV. So this is in response to Paul Pio's energy. Yeah, I don't think, and not that you have to be fake, but it's like he wasn't mindful at
Which I
all. I just think
like.
he's losing it.
Which I like. I like that he wasn't aware that he was on TV, because then I
Paul
get to
Pio.
really, yeah, because then I
Yeah.
get to really see him in
Yeah.
his post office self.
Because he delivers. Well,
It
what are
is
you
not.
delivering, sir?
No, you're
What are you
not. It's not
delivering?
special delivery, that's for sure. It's definitely general U.S. mail. Will get there in 7 to 10 days. Actually, probably 2 to 3 weeks.
Oh my God, I love it. That is funny to me. Okay, so Cornelius went out with Ace. First of all, I think Ace is an absolutely beautiful woman. But did you hear Laverne? Laverne sounds like he wants to marry her tomorrow. He's like, she's Oprah, Michelle, Beyonce, and peace and love. She's the epitome of women. I'm like,
Jill
Laverne.
Scott,
Jill Scott,
Laverne
he's
is in love with
Laverne.
her.
Yeah, he might have. I just, what?
Infatuation, but
Right.
um,
I
I
think her
have
and Cornelius. Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about Ace.
Gimme.
I just have mixed feelings right now. Oh, Sabrina's on. That's perfect. The way Sabrina moves with this like Zen mentality and her ease, and knows how to like just put you at peace and have these conversations, it feels real and authentic. It feels like it's a natural way of her life, the way she moves. With Ace, it feels a little fake a lot of the times. It feels a little put on and extra. It doesn't. Sabrina's the great example of somebody that embodies what a true yogi is, in my opinion. Sabrina from last season, the one that's Soul, Sabrina Soul. But this Ace girl is like, it's too much. It's a little too much, and that's coming from me, which means like, anyways, yeah, that's how I feel about her. But she's fucking gorgeous.
She's such a beautiful woman.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. She's got a real uniqueness about her. And I think I have to agree with you. And sometimes I'm careful about not necessarily judging or observing in a particular way, because again, I don't know her, but I do get that. I think to me, it really stood out when I don't mind you going to a bar on a group date to just like grab your drink and whatever. But it definitely, when Clifton was like, oh, I observed Ace sitting over there, let me go over there. I'm like, well, that's what she did it for. You know what I mean? It was like,
100%.
So that felt a little contrived, that contrived energy that you're talking about. I was like, girl,
she's
are you okay?
tactical.
Are you good?
Tactical.
But I didn't really like that much. But whatever.
I have
get
mixed
it.
feelings on that, because I'm the
I
type
get
of
it.
person that would be like, if I'm not in the vibe of everybody else, I'm
go grab a
okay going
drink
to take
too.
my own time and just having my space
Correct.
for a second. I'm very
Yes.
much that way. So
Yeah.
I do
I
believe
understand.
that was a part of what she was doing, but there is a part of me too that it feels like it was a little tactical, to be like, how can I get this back onto me a little bit? Let's see if anybody brings it over my way again.
Mhm.
But then she did say that she was just letting the vibes of the like between everyone else flow and live in that in any amount of space. But that's what I mean with her. I can't. I think she's a little tactical still, secretly, maybe unconsciously or consciously. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because I'm also not mad at giving people space to enjoy a vibe, but again, back to what we were saying when Tiffany and Wiley were talking, and then Dakia was like, what up? Like, I'm not mad at it, because we're all supposed to be, there's 5 people there, so it's off balance for a reason. So I don't know if this is the time to go oust yourself and spend 20 minutes at the bar just to be, I don't know. It's a fine line. I can't, yeah.
That's the thing. She was like, I'm going to go refill my drink. Hold up situation.
Right.
Going to refill your drink.
Right.
Taking a second for yourself to kind of let it vibe, and then coming back. But to go sit there and kind of bait is a little different. I'm not saying that's what she was doing. Maybe that's not what her intention was. But also, that could be a little bit of production.
Also,
Production could
correct.
have gotten her ear and been like, "Can you go sit at the bar really quick?" Like
And let's see who,
that
yeah, or
could felt like it could have been very placed as well. So I don't want to put
absolutely
too much of my
on her.
on her.
Yeah,
But
a million
yeah,
percent.
yeah.
So that group date was fun. Tiffany, Sabrina 2.0, Cornelius, Paul, and Precious. Um, Wait, was Precious there? Am I tripping? Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so this is the date where Paul was asking all of those strange questions. I don't even know where he was getting all that stuff from. He was really hard on Tiffany for no reason, and he just wasn't making any sense. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But I think Sabrina 2.0 played it well enough. She just kind of birdied about from Cornelius to the other guy. And I don't know. That was an awkward combo of people. What did you think about that group date?
Same.
Ping pong.
Yeah, I kind of actually I completely forgot all about it. That's
Right.
how much it didn't really sit in. I did like which one is really the guy that was trying to Pete Sampras him?
What?
Someone said like one of the guys was trying to be like Pete Sampras and really like whip these
Oh,
girls'
Wimbledon.
asses. Wimbledon, Pete
Clifton
Sampras
was
on
making
these.
fun of him. Clifton said that.
I would have done the same
Wasn't
thing.
it Clifton? Yeah.
I would have like because I don't play. I don't have. I can't. I don't. I'm not like. Oh, you can get the ball back. You can play. No. I'm a huge tennis fan too, so you know I would be going for the gold. So I thought that was
Right.
fun, like the little aspect that was like, and I like that the women were like, "Oh no, that's we gonna play."
Right. And
But
then
other
they
than
were
that,
completely terrible, but that was cute.
100%. I forgot all about it. Didn't really do much. It didn't. I didn't feel any type. I think it was good for the show in the sense that it allows us to, as viewers, see like, well, none of them are probably going to work.
Yeah, and it made Tiffany's exit poignant. It was like she didn't get off with Cornelius well when she was like, "No, I wanna be a wife. I'm not with that
Yeah.
open stuff." So that was a cut. Her with Paul and all his very awkward questions, that was a cut. So it just seemed like that was a
Let's
squeeze
explain
Tiffany
why
out of
we're
the
getting Tiffany
yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Show why
So we
she's not
squeezed her
ready for
out.
love. And they did
Yeah.
that. They did that,
That was
but
a setup.
it was a setup. It was for sure a setup.
Yeah.
But like we said, I don't think she was ready, but I also think that I really respect the way that she held her ground.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's a beautiful woman. And I think that she will look back at this and just get what she gets from it. I don't know if it's going to be enough of an end all be all
I can't
for
wait to see
some
her
kind
at
of
the
180.
reunion.
Yeah, but I like her. She reminds me of a friend of mine. I have a couple of friends that just, remind me of her or something. I just like
Mm-hmm.
her as a
Yeah,
person, so.
likewise.
Um, Somebody said in deliberation in the gentleman's lounge that she just has this really narrow focus. And who were we saying that about? Well, we were saying that about Sabrina 2.0 last time. She had her list and we wanted to see how far that was going to get her. But I guess more Tiffany was ousted for her list and just being kind of narrow minded about what she wants, according to one of the guys.
Well, excuse me. I can kind of understand. I can be kind of the devil's advocate for that because contrary to what I've said last week, possibly. It's a new week, people. It's a new moment. So let me just have your thoughts. But I feel like I see what the guys are saying in the sense of that they're too closed off then because if their mind is so small, how are they supposed to let something like if it's so constricted, how are they supposed to like release little to let something in and then fully maybe bloom and blossom. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they are like, I'm not letting anything in unless it is what I'm seeking. So it's kind of that duality that when they can commingle and exist together, there's that beautiful chemistry and magic that can happen. So I do see the guys basically, I understand their point of view and I also understand why the woman is doing it. And I just think maybe with them wrapping their heads around it completely, there's more of a solution to all of it.
Yeah, very well said. That's exactly what I feel. Because you know how we do. We always put ourselves in the situation. And I'm like, okay, sometimes I could be, I be liking what I like. And I know it when I see it. And but in this process, because I feel ready to love, I would want to do something different, which means, okay, I don't know about that. Now, there's a difference between a red flag and then just like some wiggle room here. I want to be open to getting to know different people. So that is going to require me to just go a little bit past what I'm quote unquote used to or think I want and see if there's more and then make a decision, like you were saying, like more in totality, more in a whole space as opposed to like, you know what, you know. So we kind of talked about that, how she just kind of cut it off real quick. And who knows, it might have, I don't know.
Well, I think there's a difference because, like we talked about with people in their 40s, where they're moving through, there's an ease, there's a joy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you feel that other energy, because I believe both girls are in their 30s, at least I'm thinking in that mentality,
Mm-hmm.
that it's constricted. It's not allowing them to really flourish and let their wings
Oh,
out.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
as
yeah.
lighthearted.
Right.
And you don't need to claim that.
You don't
Like
need to what?
it's kind of like, it's to me, it's like you don't need to claim that you're the 2.0 version of yourself. You don't need to
Right.
claim this is what I need and what I want. If you watch everybody else move, it just naturally unfolds in their conversation. And there's no, I understand what that pressure can mean. I'm saying this because I've been that person. I've been like, this is what I want, how I want it, da 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 da. And they're like, that's pressure. And I'm like, no, it's not. Not if you know what you want. But I can see how somebody can be like, that's pressure. That's not even just for them, but for you, for your own self, having such
Yeah.
a narrow
Because there's still
piece
some control there.
space to have wiggle room in, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
control.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're just flowing in your vibes and you're moving forward through your authenticity and the clarity that you've gained through life, there's no need to control anything because when you're trusting and you're present, it
And
shows up
that's how
for
it,
you.
and
So
that's
you don't
it.
need to be like, this is what I'm looking for. Because when it shows up, you won't have to tell it because it's just going to be there and you can just have a conversation.
And that is the grounds for a
That's why we going to
secure
find husbands
attachment.
soon because we are secure attachment now. We ready for this. Thanks to Ready for Love.
Secure attachment. Ain't got to
Mm-hmm.
be anxious. We can walk alongside.
Also,
We ain't got to
anybody
do
else
all
out
that.
there just feeling this whole new vibe and energy of this?
It's so brand new. I
Oh,
done came so far, like overnight.
Venus literally stopped being in retrograde and is direct again. And that has just
Mm.
shifted this energy and understanding. I think why we're having this conversation so differently and effectively about love and what that means. That retrograde of Venus was just so beautiful to really kind of, for everybody that's intentionally ready to love, to kind of find that self and that voice in themselves again, to then for this year really be open for it in a healthy way and manner. It was such a blessing. You and I talk about it all the time. We've talked about this whole week. Yeah, you've shifted completely from it. It's like it's shifted you like completely, and it's such a beautiful thing
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of colors at play here. I've been having so many thoughts. I don't know if like right now is the time to spill.
Give me one. Just give me
But
one at least. I think someone needs to hear this. Whoever watches this is probably going to need to hear what you have to say. It's a thought for a reason.
yeah, I think what we're doing is coming into balance
Hmm.
when it comes to the masculine and feminine. I've been dealing for the past few weeks. I had an inkling about it months ago, but I don't know if I really knew how to get to it until the past few weeks, a month. And I'm like, man, my divine masculine is wounded on the inside. Like he would, from get it done and you can do that. Like I have that side of me, like sleepless, nonstop to the like, you're not doing enough. Get it. Like just, he was kind of like, it was just too much. And I know he was tired. He was on the floor. My feminine, there to nurture and pick him up. I think sometime, like all of this discord that has been going on between men and women and dating and all this is chaotic. I think it had to get chaotic and hit both sides of the spectrum to come together so we could both find the balance. It's not about matriarchy and it's about matriarchy and patriarchy is what I'm saying. Everybody's like, oh, the patriarchy, da, da, da. But it's like, I feel like we're all coming to balance, which means we're coming to the balance within ourselves first and foremost, and we're going to soon see the reflection of that in society, meaning that's going to start to make us all perfect partners for each other again, integrated, secure,
Mm.
whole, because the polarity is reaching its end. Like we're tired. It can't be like, now it's just like, hold on. let me get this inner masculine feminine thing, because on the outside I'm seeing this masculine feminine is out of control. Oh, well, when I look inside, this masculine feminine is out of control.
Yeah.
Now we can be together because
It can attract. It can
Yes.
it can the magnet can be magnetized and attract its likeness to its likeness, which is that person, your person, especially for people that are on that journey of finding their person. Yeah, I think what you said it was said perfectly. It's now available for us to find each other.
Yeah, I think we all needed time to get that balance within ourselves going. And
Yeah,
now
we
the
all
ones
need
that have
that.
been working,
That
yeah.
toxic shit. Sabrina, I don't know if she's still on here, but I feel like she's gonna find her man this year for sure. I just looked at my ring finger because I feel like she's gonna have a ring on that left finger, on that ring finger.
Oh,
I
sucky
see it.
now.
I don't know if you've heard
I
this, but
hope
Miss,
so.
I'm seeing that on your finger.
I love it. I love it. May these left fingers get covered in the name of security
Yes.
and the divine. I love it. So yeah, hopefully with all the balance, I definitely think people are going to start to step up, and these unions are about to, well, that makes sense. This is the whole 222 union situation. We're ready.
Yep.
Those who are ready are really actually ready. So that's kind of like what I was getting at. Love
Yeah,
it.
100%.
Okay, so
Heard.
why did Clifton crack me up saying every time he looked at Carmen, it was like looking at baby Jesus in the eyes, because her
Stop. I know.
contacts,
That was
like baby Jesus, her baby blue eyes. So mad.
that was so accurate though. And it made me just appreciate the fact even more that, gosh, Laverne didn't have a problem with it.
He didn't say a thing about it.
No, but homeboy was like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't.
He had jokes and it was funny.
It was
That
really
was
funny. They're
Oh, that
funny.
made me
This
laugh.
cast is funny.
Yeah, funny. I'm enjoying this. This is so great. What are these last little notes I have before we take it to the streets? Because y'all know you be running your mouth on Twitter, and our special segment is In the Streets with Twitter. Take it to the streets. Take it to the streets.
Well,
Before we do that,
the farewells. I thought that was really nice how Ace did open up with Wiley. Wiley or Wally?
Wiley.
Wiley. I like that she
I thought
opened
so
up with
too.
Wiley. It was necessary, and I like her awareness that she was like, yeah, I see from this now that there is something that needs to shift if I really want to have this experience fully. I love
that she said that. If she reflected, she said.
She's very wise. I just wonder if it's too much sometimes. That's why.
And I do like that she was giving him eye contact. Sometimes people can get weird and uncomfortable, but she seemed like she was listening and receiving everything that he was saying and was present, and as much as possible. I think that whatever it is that she's doing, she's trying, even if it's put on or not. It's whatever she believes to be his effort. I feel like I see that. And yeah, for her to say, like, I was able to reflect on it, I'm willing to be more open and vulnerable. I think that's all that you can do. That's all you can.
And then the proof will be in the pudding in the coming episodes, which I feel like she'll hold herself holds herself with accountability. She seems to have that that nature to herself.
And then when you talk about somebody who's into yoga, meditation, mental health, being reflective is just kind of one of those things that come with the lifestyle.
Yes,
when you're committed to that.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. She's in that space to me where it's overkill. It's overkill. It's too much. It's like she's probably through this process going to, speaking of balance, find her balance. Is what I'm assuming. What I'm gathering. It's too much mindfulness. It's too much meditation. It's just like, but in the meditation, it saves my life. It's still, because just like religion, too much meditation is a crutch. It's mental health. Mental health absolutely matters, for sure. But when you dive so much in meditation that you start to ignore the actual physicality and like third dimensional stuff that's happening, you start to lose yourself in it, and then you start to become reliant on that. And that's why people start to rely on something as opposed to just coexisting with it.
Yeah, letting it being integrated. It becomes a doing, which is the opposite of what the whole
Correct.
point is, the
Yeah.
doingness and activity. No, I get it.
Yes.
We'll see.
We'll
We will see
see.
more. We will see more.
And we already talked about how Tiffany handled herself real well with Paul.
Yeah, she's over it. No, they had no chemistry whatsoever anyway. Just the fact that she showed up, I give her kudos. Like,
it was good TV. It was the producers.
Yeah.
That was
like,
good TV to put them together to have him dismiss her. I mean, that was great to watch.
that was a little bit torturous too.
Which I like.
Lord, yeah, that was so torturous. Yeah, I think that was it.
Cool.
This is what I have on everybody.
Me dose.
Got a little few Twitters in the bizank. So
Take it to the streets. Go for it.
Take it to
Do
the
it.
streets. Dun, 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 dun. Where is it? Okay, let's get in here. Tweet number 1 from Queen A. Laughing my ass off. Not Cliff peeping Carmen's fake me out blue contacts and saying he felt like baby Jesus was staring at him. Hashtag ready to love. People were dead off that.
So good. So good.
Oh my gosh. And I didn't even notice that they were blue until it's like on the date with Laverne. I thought I was catching something, but I didn't get it until he really just
I clocked that shit right away.
I saw it, but I didn't see it
right away. And I was like, in that beautiful sunflower dress with the yellows and the greens and the black, the blue eyes.
And I don't even understand that. Now, gray, because us Black girls can do gray real well.
I did gray in high school. I had gray in all the time. I was like,
oh, I did gray when I was like 19 too, and I was cute. You couldn't tell me nothing. Let's see what we got. Quote, oh yeah, I can't be described in words. I need to be experienced. Ace with the Tamar. You know what? I was kind of feeling her with that. I was like, I kind of feel the same way. I can tell you things, but I low-key have to be experienced. What did you think about, like, there's layers. What did you think about that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's layers.
Some people have to be, I don't know. I get where she was going with it.
It's just, it was one of those moments though, where I was just kind of like,
what's the experience going to be, boo? You going to goat yoga me?
Well, because, here's my thing. It makes me think that, you can't just rely on yourself enough to be what it is right now for that to be the experience.
The experience right then and there. I get what you're saying.
You feel like you need to really like, I'm going to take you to yoga and then you'll see how great I am. And then you're going to do this with me. It's an experience. Then you're going to feel all these things and then you know who I am. As opposed to if you're just present with me right here, you're going to know who I am. And those other things are going to just be a part of the process. And that's what I mean. She's still a little too up and out there for my taste. And I can say that because I've been there. Okay? You know what I mean?
I do. I really, really do. Makes sense to me. That perspective makes perfect sense. Yeah, just again, back to the beingness as opposed to the doing. Oh, no, don't Camille me. Don't you Camille me. Don't you Camille me when I'm talking to you. Last but not least, from Queen A again. Troy, your Johnson ain't reaching nobody's kidneys. Stop this exaggerated sex talk. Look at that thing.
I believe him.
Tammy Roman in the shirts.
I believe him. I think it actually might reach her vocal cords. I believe him full-heartedly. Yeah,
he said it, and sometimes you'd be surprised. It's sometimes it's these little skinny dudes running around here.
I think her kidneys would definitely feel it. When he said that, I was like,
he's gotten feedback.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's fine, okay. I don't know what we're talking about my kidneys right now, but if she's like, sir, I need my kidneys. Joy.
Joy's funny. Joy is fun. Joy is another person that I could hang out with, and that makes sense because I was
Yes.
saying that I liked the guy too. They're cool people. I like them.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love it.
And not that
Well,
what I
this
think
was
is
fun.
cool matters or anything makes it special. I'm just saying
No,
that's
but
just
would
a
you
vibe for me.
exactly?
So
I'd be down. I'd do goat yoga with them and sip mimosas
100%.
with Clifton and Joy.
100%. It'd
I
be
love
fun.
it. Yes, fun, fun, fun. That's what this episode should have been called. Fun and funny, because this is a fun and funny crew, and I'm excited to see what do we see in the predictions or the for next week. It was something crazy. I can't remember.
Oh, I cannot wait for Sabrina to rip Paul a new one.
Is that what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of that in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Joy said something crazy too, or funny to somebody, but we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yes. Oh, of course. B says, I would hang out with you two in a heartbeat.
Yes,
Yeah,
we would have so much
buddy.
fun, B.
So fun. Absolutely. Well, I love
Thanks.
this. We done did this for a Friday night. Your girl is out of juice.
Yeah, me too. I'm tired. I'm done.
This was great. I can't wait till next week. So until next Friday, y'all, make sure to share, like, comment, join the conversation. Follow us on Instagram, as you can see. And we'll see you guys next Friday after the show so we can talk about it.
Until then, have a great week and weekend. Be safe. Be loved. Find gratitude every day. Change your life.
A whole word.
You need to experience me.
And the words of B. Bye.
Bye.